to the Scamslam channel. I'm here to bring you content from both shady and some not so shady individuals on TikTok. Ever scrolled through your For You page and come across a sketchy scam or a questionable character? Well, you're not alone, and that's where I come in. On this channel, I'll be diving deep into the world of TikTok to expose scams, scammers, and problematic content to steer clear of. From beggars, scammers, fakers, liars, abusers, and awareness creators that you watch, I'll be here to share it all. I'll be doing it all through showing live streams and adding in comments where appropriate. Be sure to look out for those red flags. So if you want to stay informed on what's really going on in the world of TikTok, then hit that subscribe button and join me on this wild ride. Let's expose the truth together, and reminder, don't send money to anyone on TikTok.
Good morning, where is everybody at? Good morning. Like, share, comment. I have a few things I need to say, and to me, it's very important. It may not be anybody else, but to me it is. I don't know if you guys have been seeing the Marine that is basically fighting for his life, and the government just don't give a fuck. So I am here to say that we need to come together as a community, as a collective. What's up, Jamie? And give this Marine what he deserves. He is holding on for dear life. It's sad. It's really sad that it has came to this. I'm not sure what the whole story is. I just watched the video of it. I had to wait about 10 minutes before I went live because I was crying. This is what our nation has came to. I know there's a lot of people that have family that are over there fighting for what, I'm not even sure anymore, because it damn sure is not for our freedom. I don't even know what to say outside of the fact that this is getting ridiculous. Our armed forces, our family members, are over there fighting a fight that... Good morning, everybody. Like, share, comment. Interaction is a must. Don't give a fuck what you say, how you say it, why you say it, where you say it from. You can say it from the side of your neck or the crack of your ass. I don't really care. Nick, I'm talking about the Marine that is on his deathbed right now. He contracted a cancer from being overseas, and the only thing about the situation that stands out in my mind, because since as far back as I can remember, our mothers, fathers, aunts, uncles, our children has fought in a war for this country that they don't really understand, or whatever, keep sticking their nose in shit that don't belong to us. I know we have a lot of allies and all this other crap that's over there and everything, but at the end of the day, I don't understand why our government is so concerned about what's going on over there instead of being what's going on over here. I don't like to talk about. I represent me and the people, us. I don't give a fuck. Right's right, wrong's wrong. I don't care if you're right, left, independent, whatever. Your opinion is your opinion. But how can we send our family members over there to fight a fight and come back home, whatever, and the government not give a shit about them? That doesn't make sense to me, of Agent Orange. You know, my oldest brother, God rest him, he was over there and came home full blown with it, but it does, but it doesn't. You know, we send our family members over there and they are healthy, mentally, emotionally, physically, but when they come back riddled with PTSD, cancer, addiction, schizophrenia, and so on and so forth. Hey, Elle, you know, no, I did not graduate, so don't get it twisted, but all the years of school that I have under my belt for human behavior, psychology, you know, addiction, and so on and so forth, I'm confused on where is the humanity. That's just like prime example. Well, I don't know if it's a prime example, but most of you guys already know that I jump all over the fucking place. But like this lady that's calling different churches and asking for formula for her baby, and the churches are telling her, well, that we can't help you until Wednesday, or you're not a member of our congregation, or whatever the case may be. And the response that these churches are giving her is weird, to say the least. To say the least. You know, her videos are of her telling the church that her baby's been 12 to 24 hours without formula. And she's telling them that she would receive. Now, I don't know about most of you guys, but me personally, I don't care if it's my last. If I hear that a baby or preteen, but a baby, a child period, is hungry, for lack of better words, but most of you know what I mean when I say this, if I need to, I'm going to go shake a tail feather to make sure that child eats. Confused on where the humanity went, or did we ever have it in the first place? Not sure about that one. That I don't understand it. I cannot wrap my mind around it to save my life, and it doesn't make sense. What's up, North Carolina? Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good morning, good morning to my regulars, to my longtime followers. Thank you for coming in. But I don't, it breaks my heart. It really does. It breaks my heart to see, prime example, so many people. I gotta take this call, you guys. It's DJ. I'll be back, guys.
months. I guess they're trying to see what works. I don't know.
Well, I'll tell you this much. I know 3 plasma centers here in Columbus that are $100 for your first 5 donations.
And that's how it is for like a brand new donor that's never ever been here before. They get the good fees. For the return donors, they just get.
Nah, well, now she's a return donor, but her first 3 donations was not what it should have been at all.
Yeah.
I think I forget. I think this is like her 4th, maybe 5th or 6th donation. Yeah, because
it's a mess. I don't know how they expect to get donors back.
At all. That shit is crazy.
You been okay though?
Yeah. I just celebrated 4 years of complete sobriety.
Okay. Congratulations.
I am happily married.
Okay.
Living life on life terms, I guess. You know what I'm saying? I mean, life be really lifing because, I got food poisoning from the food pantry the other day, last week. Yeah.
Oh wow.
So I'm not doing a pantry no more. I've got enough fat cells stored up. Bitch, I will starve before I go back to a pantry. Seriously, because I can't do it.
Yeah.
You know, I've fought cancer twice, beat it twice. I don't talk to my ex anymore. The one I used to come up here with. Yeah. I went over by his grandma's house, and he showed up, and he thought he was gonna try to run some shit. No, bitch. I am not the same little timid bitch I was back then. No.
Right.
No.
I'm sitting here.
Terry.
Yes.
Terry Stewart.
Yep. I'm like, I'm sitting here trying to remember your name too.
Yep.
But
Vanessa.
Vanessa.
Yep. I'm surprised you're still here.
Yeah, because it's convenient. It's convenient, but I'm about to try to get up out of here. Not soon, probably a couple of years. I'm about to go back to school, and I need to use them for a couple of years. So
I feel it. Yeah. Yeah. Well, are you still doing what you used to do,
I'm
or?
Upstairs.
Oh, okay. You done moved up. You done moved off the floor.
Yeah.
That's just like I've tried to come back here several times, and I think because they swear up and down that I admitted to being an intravenous drug user. I don't even like when you motherfuckers poke me.
Right.
So what the fuck makes you think I'm gonna stick myself? And I even talked to the nurse and everything, and I was like, you could do a complete physical on me, inside and out. I have no track marks. They was like that there, and I'm like, there's no way that, and I can't donate at no other plasma center because of that.
Oh wow. Dang.
Yeah, and I've even tried to call corporate and everything. Because everybody is telling me, and I can't get a hold of corporate. But and I'm like, what the fuck?
Right. Because they didn't change so many rules. It's people in here that was deferred, and now they can come back. That's why I'm like, it's crazy.
Yeah, because it's just like, it doesn't make sense. It's like, I'm offering to do any kind of test you want to do in a complete body physical. I have no track marks nowhere. You know what I'm saying? And because the bitch that Terry's with now, Terry's always knew my information. Because it's not like they take a new picture every time you come in. You know what I'm saying? As long as you have my information, you can go right through. Unless, of course, you ran into somebody that knew me. You know what I'm saying? But if you get one of the new phlebotomists that don't know me or whatever, then you can slide right through using my shit.
Oh, I know. Dang. I'm going to get in there for it. You about to leave? You leaving? Oh, okay.
And there's like, and I'm like, yeah, that's me, but why would I admit to being an intravenous user when I don't even like when you motherfuckers take me, let alone myself. And you guys' needle was twice the size as a straight needle.
Right.
I don't like needles, period. The only reason I was doing it is because we needed the money. And I still need the money.
Right.
And it's like, I don't know what to do to be able to change that. Because that stops me from donating anywhere else. And there's never been no problems with my plasma or anything.
And you said you had a nurse look it up?
Yeah, every time, you can look me up, but I'll be sitting here for at least another 2 hours. Seriously, my information has not changed.
What's the first and last name?
Vanessa Bussa.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah, because they swear up and down that I admitted to being an intravenous drug user.
I'm gonna look it up, and if I see you still sitting out here, I'll let you know.
All right, either that or do you work tomorrow?
I work on what's today? I work Tuesday.
I think that's when she comes back to donate. Yeah, because but either way, I'll get in contact with you.
Okay.
And I mean, in case if she comes out early or whatever, or before I leave, I'll come in and talk to you.
Okay.
All right, thank you, Jazz.
See you later.
Yep. What up, what up, what up, what up, what up, what up? I am back. Yeah, I know some of you motherfuckers don't give a fuck. I know, babies. It's okay. I still love you. Most of you, anyway. But, I have a question. I need to know how you guys feel about this food stamp shit that we're going through. What up, what up, what up, what up? Like, share, comment, interaction is a must. Don't give a fuck what you say, how you say it, why you say it, where you say it from. You say it after crack your ass for all I care. What up, L? You got yours, what? Yeah, because I damn sure didn't get mine. But anyway, what I was saying earlier is, the issue that we're having with the government and everything is just, I don't know. It's something that I don't fucking understand. And to be quite honest, I don't think I want to understand it. Because politics is a very complex game. Because that's all it is a game. Motherfuckers playing Russian roulette with people's lives. I mean, I'm not going to say I don't give a shit about adults, because most of you guys know that I do. Sometimes too much. But when it comes to babies, children in general, so it's, I don't know. This shit gives me a headache sometimes. But, like I was saying earlier about the girl that was calling the churches to find out if they could help her with some formula. And the responses that she was giving was just fucking mind-boggling to me. I mean, I get it, since 2020, everybody and their brother is out here scamming somebody somehow for some reason, I mean, that's just, I was accused of scamming people for a while, I really don't give a fuck what other people say or think. Don't bother me either way. But I was showing proof of everything I was doing. When people used to send me donations for food, I would sit in the grocery store and shop. Let people see what I was buying, show the receipt, and then also give the receipt back to the cashier because I didn't want it. And then when I got home, I would show you guys me cooking, what I bought. But, I guess in some people's eyes or opinion or whatever, that's still scamming people, which doesn't make any sense to me, because the definition of scamming is getting money and using it for other purposes.
Okay, so I have to comment here, especially if you're not familiar with her history. First of all, she received donations and she never showed receipts or showed her cooking food or any of that. Secondly, she did collect money to quote unquote rescue her dogs, which were removed from her after they bit people. And she never ended up using that money that was collected for those dogs to rescue those dogs back from the shelter that they were being held at. Essentially, both of those dogs ended up being euthanized. And she had collected funds to, quote unquote, save those dogs. And she did not use the money for that because the dogs were not rescued. So, and there's a number of other examples I could give you, but that's the one main example of something that's happened in the past, and she's lying.
That could be either scamming or theft by deception. Ever since I've been on this app, ever since the first time I went live, I've always been as transparent about me, my life, my situation as I possibly can. You know, I never put my kids on live.
That's not true either. She has shown her daughter on live stream multiple times because I've seen and heard her. She has definitely shown her daughter lots of times.
I never let people see my kids. You know, a lot of times you can hear them in the background. You know, a lot of times you couldn't, because sometimes if I was live, I would be upstairs in my room and they'd be downstairs playing on the game. Or when we were living in our tent, you know what I'm saying? I never showed where exactly I was staying at or none of that because of safety. You know, but let some people on this app tell it I was scamming and lying and all kinds of shit, but that's neither here nor there. You know, when it comes down to it, 80% of the population is living check to check to check, from one check to another check. But what people don't realize is at any given second or any given minute, you could be in the same situation that, what's up, Boston? You can be in the same situation as that dude you see standing on the corner or at the gas station always begging for change. You know, homelessness doesn't always entail addiction. There are a lot of homeless people out there that don't have an addiction. I do have some grown kids, yeah. Yeah. But, you know, that's just like, I was watching on YouTube the other day. I forget what state it was in, but I'm good. Boston, how are you, baby? I forget what state it was in. Damn, that's gonna fuck with me until I remember. But anyway, there is a city out west somewhere, in the western states that they have 2 parking lots for people that live in their car or in their vehicle, you know, be it a car, van, RV, whatever. But they have 2 parking lots, and after 10 o'clock, the parking lots are closed and locked up, but they do have a 24-hour security guard. So not everybody that is homeless are addicts or whatever. Some people have severe mental illness. Some people are addicts. Some people are people that once thought they were on top of the world. A death happened. They lost their job. You know, whatever the case may be. You know, but it really boggles me on how people, not everybody, so don't get it twisted, but how so many people on this app think they are so much better than other people. Because at the end of the day, you ain't no different than I am. And you ain't no better than I am just because you have a 9 to 5 and you have $10,000 in the bank account. You know, you have a 3-bedroom house and 6 acres. You are not no better than me because you're living check to check. And in some ways I am too. You know, in some ways I am too, because I have to make my Social Security check last from 1 month to the next. So, you know, it is what it is. You know, and I really think that a glass house should never throw stones. Because trust me, you're going to run into a baseball player and they're going to shatter that motherfucker. You know, that's why I always try to do right by people. I always try to be honest. I mean, if I need something, you know, I try to be as honest and transparent as I possibly can. You know, but the government is putting a lot of people in a lot of fucked up situations. And when shit goes left, mark my words when I tell you, you motherfuckers in the glass houses are going to be the first ones to get got. Seriously. You better hope to God. What's up, Miss Donna? What's up, Ghostface? You know, you better hope to God that motherfucking... Especially if you live in a city. You know... Been trying to live life on life's terms. You know, I just celebrated 4 years clean in August. I'm in a really fucked up situation right now. And I'm trying to make the best of it that I possibly can. You know? I just... You know, with all the years of schooling and education and everything, and personal experience that I have acquired, you know, with the psychology and human behavior and, you know, addiction and several other things, I don't understand people. I don't understand people at all. And I can't make sense of it. A lot of things that people do or say, I just can't wrap my brain around it for the life of me. And I've tried. That's just like addiction, for instance. I didn't understand it when I was out there. And I damn sure don't understand it now that I got a little bit of sobriety underneath my belt. You know, I don't understand how a substance can have such a hold on an individual. You know, that's a good thing. That's a good thing, Celeste. I can't. I don't even understand how it had. But see, I was more addicted to, I guess, the fast money and the lifestyle. You know, don't get me wrong. I did my fair share of drugs too. But my biggest addiction was the fast money and the lifestyle. And the chaos and the not knowing, you know, what was around the next corner or in the next car or in the next trap house or whatever. You know, like I've told you guys in the very beginning, you know, I've done a lot of shit in my past that... What up, Dreamy Girl? What's up, Jen? I've done a lot of shit in my past that I'm not happy about. And if I can go back and change it, I would. But I have asked for forgiveness, and every day I do something with or for my community to try to make up for it, because at the end of the day, it wasn't just me that I was hurting. I was hurting the people around me, my community, you know, my family, you know, which I'm still, you know, trying to make amends on that, you know, with them. But at the end of the day, I've made my apologies. I've said my apologies. You know, I've tried to show that I'm not the person I was 20 years ago, 10 years ago, or even 5 years ago. But if they choose not to accept my apology or still be sketchy or, whatever, that's their problem, not mine. I do my best now not to make other people's problems my problem. Because how you feel about me is not my problem. What you think about me is not my problem. That's a you problem. And I'm not going to say I don't care. No, I don't. To be honest, I really don't give a damn how people think about me or how they feel about me or what their opinion is about me. Because every day I'm working harder and harder to be a better person than I was yesterday. Thank you for the follow, honey. Hey, Tracy. Hey, baby. What's up, Amber? My recovery is all about me. And I have a lot of people that in recovery that don't deal with me. They're fine. They're good. They're good. Kids are good. I have a lot of people in recovery that don't deal with me because they feel like my recovery is not recovery. Because I didn't do my recovery the same way they did theirs. Which I really don't care. I really don't care what people think about me or my recovery because I do what works for me. They're good, Miss Tracy. They're good. So, I guess that's just kind of it in a nutshell, really. That's just like, unfortunately, I have not gotten my stamps this month. Happy holidays to you too, honey. And we went to the food pantry last week, and I got food poisoning. So I will continue to go to the food pantry for my kids, but I won't be eating it. I can't.
Hold up. So she's saying she got food poisoning from the food at the food pantry. So she won't eat any of the food from the food pantry anymore, but she will still give it to her kids? I mean, if that's true, why would you still give that food to your kids?
That's twice in 3 months that I went to the food pantry and got sick. So, I guess you could say a hard head makes for a soft ass. You live and you learn. But other than that, happy holidays to you too, Tracy. But other than that, alright, I gotta take this call, you guys. I'll try to get back.